You know what time it is. It's time for another episode of Journey Through Eorzea. As always, I am your host, Man with Hat, Tiberius Fox. We are. Get my little arrow there. We just finished the dungeon down in a little hole. What better than thing? You know, we brought Knight back to the area, which is pretty cool. I'm sure, as we recall, Vauthry was pretty upset about it, but he doesn't really have a choice in the matter. Uh, and so Reen wants to talk about it. So let's start with Reen wants. Sorry, I just got like allergies really bad. It's driving me crazy. It's making speaking really hard. Also, I'll explain that in a little bit. I got some cool, kind of semi-fun things to share. So,
Are you feeling all right, Tiberius? After you defeated the Light Warden, I could swear I saw its ether.
yeah,
Never mind. I'm still getting used to my powers. It's probably nothing. I'm just relieved as and right about where.
sorry.
I'm just relieved I was right about where the Warden was hiding. The last one was kind of in hiding in Clusia, isn't it? I can't feel it from here, believe it or not. But perhaps we could head back to the Crystarium first. We have a lot to tell the Exarch, and I think we could all do this with some rest.
You still don't want to talk?
She sees it too, then.
Yeah, when the allergies are bad, like I just can't even breathe or whatever. So, part of the reason my voice is like shy is I've been talking a lot today, and the reason I've been talking, you know, I'm gonna get off this. This is just it's too loud. I just don't want to hear the super loud thing. We'll just walk back where we're going. Actually, if we're just teleporting, why don't we just teleport back to the Crystarium then? Can I? No, wait, is my return the Crystarium? It is. No, so however long it was when it came out, I bought the Final Fantasy XIV tabletop RPG. Oh, hang on, Fawn Eberron, level 80 Samurai. Sorry, I was in group pose again. Yep, no, it's fair. So yeah, I bought the Final Fantasy XIV tabletop RPG, and I mean, I've played Dungeons and Dragons like a few times. Nothing like, not very like extensively or anything. In fact, pretty poorly as far as things go. And so, it was my first time really getting into it. I'll explain more. Let's just see what Rishola wants. We'll do what we usually do. We'll tell stories in between dialogue.
The others are with the Exarch. Before we join them, there is something I wish to confirm. Tell me, Reem, have you noticed anything peculiar about Tiberius's appearance of late? Anything at all? Speak freely, he won't mind. Well, since Minfilia bequeathed her power to me, I've been able to see the light inside him. Though I didn't think anything of it at first, but after we defeated the Warden in Amarang, I realized something was wrong. You've absorbed its ether, Tiberius, and the light within has grown monstrous. Then it is as I expected.
Or suspected.
How are you feeling?
You're gonna ask me? Oh, okay. Oh, that good. Psh, I didn't expect that. I didn't see that coming.
Tiberius.
I was expecting dialogue. I'm waiting for this dialogue chain, and instead we just have this moment of like a shattered glass noise. It startled me.
If naught is done, this will only get worse. Reen, with the power of the Oracle, how you've gained some measure of control over Light, have you not? Is there anything you can do for him?
That's a good point.
Extinguishing is out of the question. Even at her strongest, Minfilia can only hold back the light. I might be able to suppress it, but I don't know for how long. Then we have no choice but to rely on Urianger and his secrets.
Oh, it's daytime.
If the next battle is to be the last, you may yet be able to play your part, but you will need all of your strength. I will discuss strategy with the others and see that everything is made ready for our departure. You are to return to your chambers and rest until then. Understood?
Oh, this is the line. Oh my gosh, the line. So wait for this. If you say understood, I'm fine, let me help. Oh my gosh, yes, mother. It's just, I can't not. I did this all the way back, and I have to do it again. It's so bad.
None of that cheek or I will take you across my knee.
Oh, I bet you will. That's so bad.
Now off with you to the pendants. We will call when the time comes.
Every weirdo on the internet loves the idea of her taking over the knee. Not to say, you know, we're Y'shtola enjoyers on this channel for sure, but we're not Y'shtola maxers, perhaps is the polite way to say it, you know. Anyway, so I played the Final Fantasy XIV tabletop RPG, and I was the game master today. It was like I had my birthday in the last few days, and so I was like, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, "Everyone's like, let's have a party, let's do this, let's do that." And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to have a big thing. Usually I'd have like a Halo LAN party or something, and instead I was just like, nah. Oh, I see. My volume was way up. I was like, why is it so loud? But yeah, so I was like, you know what? I have this set. I bought it. I want to play the game. I like Final Fantasy XIV a lot. I want to play the game. So I was able to scrounge together a few people today. I was like, listen, I know, and the thing is, most of them are not tabletop RPG people. Like, we've played Dungeons and Dragons a couple times, and none of them really enjoyed it. They played it just begrudgingly. Only one of them actually likes Final Fantasy XIV, and then one of them dropped out like today before everything happened. So anyway, everything all right, sir? You don't seem quite yourself. Perhaps a hot meal and a freshly made bed will improve matters. Your room is ready. If you'd care to retire, yes. Very good. If you didn't need anything at all, please do not hesitate to call. All right. So yeah, like most people ignored my calls for actually having a tabletop RPG day. Oh, let's wait. This is a cutscene. It's Ardbert. I don't look like I'm happy to see him. Okay, no, it's Ardbert. Cool. So this is where you've been hiding. Why did you stay behind? I don't think you had a choice, so I'll just say this is where you've been hiding. It's more jovial that way, and I think Ardbert needs any moment of jovialness he can get.
And sometimes the dead would rather not be disturbed. But enough about me. What of Armorang?
What do you want to know, bro? We did it. We went in, we cracked the Light Warden. We're good to go. Things are getting a little dubious inside my head, or my chest, or whatever, but it could be worse.
I see. Minfilia's gone, then.
Sure seems that way.
Which means the reason I must suffer this purgatory shall forever remain a mystery.
Still having a bad day. This is not getting better. This is only getting worse.
What's the matter? Are you all right?
I am clearly not all right, Ardbert. You need to do something. Surely you can do something. This is your part to play. It has to be. Oh. His hand almost looks burned right there. 90% sure it's just his glove, but it just does. Oh, he absorbed some of the light and took some of the edge off.
What just happened?
There was something Minfilia said to me. Not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. Let's go with that one. I don't remember what Minfilia said specifically.
Minfilia said my time had not yet come. That I still had a role to play.
She can see the future?
Not
What?
even the most valiant heroes can stand alone.
I don't know, I'm pretty cool.
No, it couldn't be. There's only one hero in this room, and it is not me. I'm just a shadow, cursed to wander.
Okay, I'm taking it back. Yes, I need help. I'm not gonna let you feel bad about it, come on. That's right, scowl at him. I like the little fruit trees in my room, that's nice. It's a nice little touch. I want to imagine they're like tangerines. They're 99% sure they're not. Oh, it's the Exarch hanging outside the door. Reminds me, the way she was fidgeting reminded me of the Happy Mask salesman from Majora's Mask.
Forgive the intrusion, but Minfilia, that is, Reen, and the others were asking after you. Is everything all right?
I mean, yeah, more or less.
That pain again. And did it pass?
I mean, technically, yeah. I get haunted by a ghost. He kind of took it away. Can you believe it? I'm just kind of confused as to why he doesn't tell anybody about
Thank goodness for
Ardbert.
that. I would not wish to see you suffer.
Like, what will be the point of... I don't know. It's just like certain little things, like they don't reveal it. I just don't understand the point, you know what I mean?
Though I know only too well how much you have suffered on our behalf in recent days. Indeed, I have no right to impose upon you further. Nevertheless, I must ask one thing of you. That you survive this, no matter what. When the dust settles, you must return to your world, for the battles to come and the wars yet unwon. The final Light Warden is all that stands between us and victory. There is still much we must do to prepare, but for now, I will see if there is aught that may remedy the strange affliction which plagues you.
I'll see it through. The end is finally in sight. When the warden is dead, will your work finally be done? I'm just gonna say I'll see it through. I don't wanna get too, like, you know, into the weeds, so to speak.
Of that I have no doubt. Even if I had my pick of every Reflections heroes, I could not have asked for a finer champion.
It's because I'm dope. It's the hat mostly, I'll be honest. But the hat does not make the man. The man also makes the hat.
I'll not keep you from your rest any longer. Take as much time as you like.
I'm really glad I did this series after the upturn in, like, graphical stuff. It's not the worst. Oh, we're doing an 8-track flashback in the middle of the night? It's an interesting one. It's like my Encyclopedia Eorzea. No, this isn't right. I would need to be later, after the liberation of Alamigo, perhaps. What? What is going on? I don't remember this at all. Wait a minute, was that? I don't like the house, from the thing. Please tell me you've finished. We have to go. They'll be upon us at any moment. Very well, and where to next then? Let's worry about getting out of the city and pray the airship is still in one piece. Anywhere we go from here will just be more of the same. What in the world is going on? Straight do not... I don't know what any of this is. God, so the sound of the last run. I reckon the Knight's 12 might be at the Knight's Rub. Okay, so this is Ishgard. Because I thought I saw this... I can't remember what the name of the house is, because my brain's like absolute garbage. But no, the one that Hoshfont's from. I think. Hang on. It's not Holland. You know what I'm talking about. I'm embarrassed of myself. Is there nothing else we can do? Do look around you. This isn't war. It's a sickness, and it's spread across every corner of Eorzea. The city-states are in disarray, and by all accounts, the Far East is faring no better. There's nothing left for us now. This is over. When this is over, the world is beyond saving. Interesting. Is this like a what could be sort of thing? I never tire of that story. When the hero swoops in and astride the white dragon to save the little girl. Tom. It's 4 temps. It's the 4 temps thing. I just could not. It was not happening for me. I could die happy knowing someone like that was still around. Machinist. Dragon Book. That says Heaven's Ward on it, now that I look at it. Indeed, but not today, not while our message remains undelivered. Huh. If you look at Eorzean like literature, you can actually still kind of make them. Have faith, my friend. We will find him. Interesting. I don't know what that was about at all. Had to do with Heaven's Ward, but like, or at least Ishgard, but it's like a what could be, what could happen. What a peculiar dream. Was that the past? Yeah, that's a good question. Was that the past? Because usually that's all you ever see from those, but that didn't seem like a past dream. But it said the night's 12, so it must have been the past, right? What a weird little interjection in the middle of this whole thing. All right. Well, they said they were ready for me, and then I passed out and had a weird dream. It's great. Ah, Master Fox. That was terrible. Ah, Master Fox, I trust you had a pleasant rest. While you were ensconced in your chamber, a message arrived for you from the Exarch. He bids you to come to the Ocular at your earliest convenience. And sir, wherever your duties may take you next, I shall pray for your safe return. May the night keep you. Sometimes I say my last name, it sounds like a derogatory thing. Anyway, so yeah, we played the Final Fantasy XIV tabletop RPG. I GM'd. I have never DM'd anything of that sort. I've barely played the game as a player. My friends don't play the. It was just like nobody's acquainted. But like, come on, guys, let's do it. So I had a really hard time getting people together. My wife helped me with that a lot. Bless her heart. She's the best woman on the earth, hands down, and better than me in like every way. She was able to coerce 3 people. I needed 4, but 3 to come, and so I was like, all right. And then 1 dropped out, so it's just 2. And I was like, this isn't gonna work. And then she came in and filled in, and she played the White Mage today, and she just completely linchpinned the whole thing. And it ended up we had like her and then my 2 other friends, and then there was a Chocobo fill-in companion who was a busted OP. Chocobos do like 15 damage a hit, whereas the other attacks do like 5, maybe 6 or 7, But, they can't do any of the other stuff, so. Anyway, if you have business at Crystal Exarch, just say the word, yes. But yeah, we played today, and I GM'd out of the starter set and the whole thing, and it worked. It was a really good time. And like my friends actually, they say they had a good time, so I'm like, let's go, man. We had a black mage, warrior, and a white mage, and then instead of the dragoon that you normally have in the starter set, we had the Emet Selch almost look happy to see me.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest?
Yes.
That is well. Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan.
Anyway, my last thought I wanted to say was that, yeah, so the Chocobo was filling in for the dragoon you would have. So, it was just a really good time. And that's all I have to say. Let's just move on to the story.
Thus far, we have vanquished 4 Light Wardens, restoring night to much of Norvrand. Only 1 remains, that of Colusia. And with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
We're so close now. If we can just take care of this one last warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Norvrand once and for all. It will be a new beginning for the First, a chance for the people to rebuild their world.
In short, a prize worth fighting for.
And in thus delivering the First from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th umbral calamity.
Do you hear? Your dreams of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world. It is not. In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins.
And here comes Emet Selch to just like a wrecking ball, just to be like, oh yeah, everything you think you're doing, actually, nah, not really. Look at him, look at Alphino especially, just pouting back there.
It would be churlish of me to deny you this small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm. Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it. Alas, your nobility is short-sighted. You think only of the problem in front of your nose. A limitation of your ephemeral existence.
Our lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
I don't know what it was, that line, his voice sounds very high for some reason, to me.
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Ascians are special. That is another misconception. In the beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you.
I do like how everyone scowls at him and then he's kind of like mad about it.
You won't object if I borrow your plaything?
Clever.
In the distant past, when the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life. It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land. Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored. Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hyde.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Yes, yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe. This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence.
So she was built with the ability to shatter him, basically.
Was she to strike you? Two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects. Strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved. Do you see? This self-same fate befell not only Zodiac, but the very star.
I forgot all about all of this. I'm hoping this will work for, for when I do Endwalker.
Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the Sundering. Me being one of them.
I actually look like sympathetic.
When I
look, it actually
beheld
sad.
The shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair. The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant of their past.
You know, it's an interesting question. So we already know that there's been rejoining of several of the shards. In fact, like I think like half of them already have been rejoined back to the source. So my question is, aside from a giant calamity, how did that change the world, right? Is there more of that ether then present, right? So like, is fire more powerful than it was before, and water and so on? Or is it just like, oh no, it just causes a calamity and then that's it? And like kills everybody. It's just something I wonder, right? Like, you're talking about the entire aether corporeal form of an entire dimension being joined, right? Like, there's got to be ramifications to that besides just like, oh, by the way, a lot of people died and there's a horrible catastrophe. I don't know, it just seems like there would be.
Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about. Pitiful, disturbing, depressing.
Oh, when you say it like that, gosh.
So, we took it upon ourselves to rejoin the worlds. But in our eagerness and, I confess, our ignorance, we erred and made a useless void of the 13th. It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard. A flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi.
From a purely Asian standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical. But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions. And this we cannot condone.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity. But yes, moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo, I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you.
Which is a really interesting concept, right? If you think about, I mean, okay, Endwalker is a fragmented... I'm gonna put my controller down for a minute. Endwalker is like is a flawed expansion in some ways, but if you think about like what the little things that you do learn there, right? The interesting thing is like the ability to create life, and they're kind of like this amoral sort of weird society where like they create life and if it doesn't serve its purposes, they just like eradicate it. It's very strange, and kind of like, I don't know, like. It's hard to describe for me, like, without just putting my own, morality on it. It's very strange, though. We'll say that. We'll just keep it at that. But for the concept that he goes and thinks, hey, yeah, you guys are just, like, an amusing sort of, like, thing that's here. You're not even alive, because something alive has to be like me. I am the original life, right? You are, like, a lesser, weaker, shattered, like, twisted, like, to him, I almost wonder if he wonders that they're, like a severe birth defect, like partial, like super, like Siamese twin, like like something really like messed up that it shouldn't even, like, maybe we should just euthanize you, right? Or something like that. So he's like, I don't even think that you're alive. Like, it doesn't even count, right? Which is a really interesting concept to think about. I think it's flawed, obviously, because clearly life has just changed forms. It's not non-existent, but he looks at something so much less than himself. He looks at him like ants or something, I think. Or something just so underneath him that it's like, it's always in a cute, it talks and it thinks, kind of, you know what I mean? But, like I said, it's obviously flawed for a variety of reasons.
Oh, don't look at me like that. You, for whom I have only the highest expectations. A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined. Long have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over.
I think it's making it pretty clear that he wants me to get all the Light Wardens together. Because I bet instead of them being like this weird fragmented thing that's slowly overtaking it, by having them all in one place, maybe it causes a cascade finally, when they're all in me, right? And that cascade finally puts it over the edges and causes the rejoining anyway.
So, finish your task and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
You got it off, Red John Nelson. I'm gonna do it. But not because you told me to.
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not wait.
Speak freely, Captain.
Tell me all about it, Captain Bunny Girl.
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Eulmore. It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
I wonder why they would do that. It's because they heard that Man with Hat was in town, maybe?
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vauthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
You think he's harboring the Light Warden inside the city walls? Even if he does have some means of controlling the Sin Eaters, wouldn't that be a little risky?
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Eulmorans will be.
I can't wait for the revelation of what the meal is again, because I think it's like a mind control, like Sin Eater thing, but I can't remember exactly.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia.
Ain't gotta tell me twice.
God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
We should begin by assembling in Right. There we may assess the situation in Eulmore and decide how best to proceed.
Indeed. Alright. Well, Lena, what do you got to say?
We've not spoken for a while, have we? Not since the aftermath of the Sin Eater's attack. Rest assured, I am fully recovered and will do my utmost to support you and your fellow warriors of darkness.
And Emet Selch, what do you got to say?
Yes, did my lesson provoke a thought, giving rise to other questions? For you escaped sundering, but what are those who didn't? Why, their very beings were divided into 14, of course, yet by our power, we unsundered Ascians may rise up one of their fragments to their original office. Oh! But I suppose that it itself bears explaining. So the names by which you know us are not, in fact, our names. Be it Elidibus, or La Habrea, or Igayorim, or any are all titles of office, and when an office is vacated, it may be filled by another. Over the eons, I have overseen several changings of the guard amongst our sundered brethren, and in such instances, the vacant title ordinarily goes to another fragment of the selfsame soul. While it may no be means impossible to raise up the wholly unrelated individuals, 'tis we who, fervent entreaties, brought forth Lord Zodiac, whose souls he claimed in the beginning, who make the truest servants. So if we were to defeat all the Ascians of the source, then none would remain to rise up new Ascians, and our kind would eventually fade from existence. You would like that, wouldn't you? Well, feel free to dream. 'Tis no crime to do so. Interesting. Okay, I did not know that. So I thought they were just kind of like conscripting random people. I had no idea. Oh, we got a bunch of people out here. We got, let's see, Vera Morn, little 91 Viper. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello. Okay. And then what else? What else we got? Level 79 Red Mage, Ishona Edion, and the other guy disappeared, so he doesn't count. So that's what matters. No, it's just like I didn't realize that must be like the masks, right? The masks maybe represent beyond just like an office or whatever. They also represent maybe like how sundered that person is, like how raised up they are, so to speak, right? All right, so they want to go to Right. Let me make sure I understand where Right is. It's in Colusia. Okay. Look at that! Look at that! Oh my gosh! You guys see that? Hang on. Look at that face. Look at that! Wow. All right, is it this one?
Nope. How about this one? How about collusion? Nope, that's inside the thing. Aspiring. Man, they should just make one dude. I don't know why they did 3. That's such a weird choice. But yeah, I just straight up didn't know that. You know what I mean? Alright, oh, we can fly. How about that? I know technically we shouldn't be able to fly yet because we haven't been able to go up there, but you know, that's by the point. Oh wait, I wonder if this guy can. I wonder if the chocobo porter is the chocobo porter here or the marrow keep. Take me to right. There we go. Let's go. But yeah, I just never really. I didn't know that. There's just like little things like that. Like, how would I have known that if I didn't talk to him just then? You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember ever learning that before. Probably because when I had the chance to talk to him, I just walked out the room. And I don't recall them talking about that any other time. So. Yeah, one little thing I will touch on, last thing about the, you know, it's interesting, of all the places, there's like a singular house there, and then like some houses down on the edge there. Those are probably the ones I would live on, get away from people. But no, the one last thing I wanted to say about the tabletop RPG is I'm kind of bummed because, like, one, I'm broke right now, that's one thing, but also I was looking into like getting the standard rulebook. Oh gosh, there's one right there, I gotta get up there and get it! But they're sold out. Everything is on hold, nothing else matters, come on. You know this. This is becoming Journey to Eorzea and also getting all the sightseeing logs. Alright, Vista record, right. Break my legs. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm assuming it's because somebody died. Oh wait, this is the guy, right? This is the guy from the Granson. I stopped in the during my kind of you. My work takes me all over, much like yours does. I wager myself a right. I make sure to Melinda's grave. I think that's gotta be. I think that's the guy from like one of the job quests, if I'm not mistaken. Huh. Weird. Anyway, but yeah, no, I want to get that standard rule book, but it's sold out right now. It's like $70, and then I was looking at the deluxe edition, which is like $189, and I thought, well, maybe I'll save up and get the deluxe edition, and then because it's not sold out. But then like when I was looking into it. It's like, it has all this stuff in it, like solid metal dye and stuff like that, but it only gives you one set. So, like, if you had that, it has all these, like, little things you can use, but it'd be only for one player. So unless you bought it for yourself, and then someone else GM'd for you or whatever, to be clear, the DM is the Dungeon Master, and that's Dungeons & Dragons. The GM is the Game Master, and that is Final Fantasy XIV Tabletop RPG. Anyway, if you're GMing, then you would be able to use it, and then you're like the guy with all the really good stuff, right? It almost feels like if you were doing that. You ever play a video game like a long time ago, and like you're playing 64 or something like that, and someone gives you like the Mad Catz controller? It's like you're getting yourself an OEM like stock original controller, and then you're giving everyone else like the Mad Catz controller. It's like, why would I pay $189 to put myself in that position? I don't know why I would do that. I'd have to buy 4 sets. I'm not doing that.
There you are, Tiberius. The others have gone ahead to reconnoiter. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that word right. Reconnoiter Gate Town. We are to follow shortly. It's been a while, has it not, since the two of us infiltrated Eulmore? Since we faced Lord Vauthry, and I felt such a fury as I've never felt before. His actions are unconscionable, of course, and any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified. Yet mingled with my rage was something else. At first I was unsure of what it was, but of course of my struggles, I found the answer. I just had a hard time with that one. In Vauthry's self-righteousness, in his absolute belief that he alone, is the cure to this world's ills, I saw a reflection of myself, and it brought the memories of all my past follies flooding back. He is the vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was, and having shared in his affliction, I feel duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth. Whether he will accept it or the good grace I did is another question.
He's not going to. And not even because I know he's not going to, you could tell.
What does it mean? Do you sense the Light Warden? I'm not sure. The aura is different. Perhaps if we were a little closer. 'Tis time we were on our way in any case. Let us join our comrades in Gate Town. Tiberius, as a precaution, may I ask you to go first, to ensure that the path is clear. The closer we are to Eulmore, the more I worry that Reen may be recognized. If you see any prying eyes along the way, pray encourage the owners to look elsewhere.
Yeah, sure. So where are we going? That way? Oh, just outside of town? Sure. But yeah, like, I don't know why you would do that. Like, I don't understand, like, you make a set and then you add, like, player cards and, like, whiteboards and metal dice, but you only include one set of each thing. So only one player can do it, but it's like a 5-player game. If it was all stuff for the DM, I'd go, okay, I understand. Like, you're making, like, more stuff for immersion. But it doesn't seem like that's the case, so. Delirious Youth. You hail the civilian, but he does not respond and continues his incoherent rambling. Alright. I don't see anybody over there. I obviously see this guy, the agitated man. Oh, I was like, I couldn't really tell what I was looking at there. Lord Vauthry, we hear, we obey, ah. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Oh gosh, they like zombies. I'm telling you, this has to do with that meal stuff. I know it does. Forgotten like everything else all the time, but not that one. Oh good, we're not killing them, we're just knocking them down. I disappeared. Is he like dead? I mean, if they'd say they're staggered, that'd be one thing, but they just straight up disappeared. I look forward to beating up Vauthry. It's gonna be a good time. Yeah, I really want to get the books that add all the other classes. I don't know, I think being a samurai would be cool, but you gotta get even have to get the other book. You gotta get like 2 books for that. Long live Lord Vauthry, long live Lord Vauthry. Well, he's not turning into a thing that's trying to kill me, so that's a plus. We need Mjolnir, that's what we need. What's up, Mjolnir? Let's go, my boy! You know, thinking about it, I've been like kind of reflecting on our playthrough here of Journey Through Eorzea, and I'm gonna be honest. I thought I was gonna get way too burned out and not want to do this anymore, but honestly, I just kind of wished I'd had more time to do this recently, so I could do like a few episodes at a time, and I just haven't had time, and it's like a bummer. And then beyond that, like, I don't know, I'm kind of sad that like we only have like 1 expansion left. I mean, we're only not even halfway through this one, but like, I don't know. I've been doing this for like months now. And I'm just kind of bummed that it's going to be over eventually. I'll have to figure out what I want to do after that. Ah, good. Good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. I take it you noticed the people behaving strangely along the path? It's more of the same here. Ystola and Eorzea are investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say. Yeah, this game's becoming like a comfort game for me, where like just play the game. Going back through the story has been like really engaging.
Strange. Passing strange. By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vauthry's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects. It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
We're gonna realize it's the meal.
Curiouser and curiouser.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
We met with no trouble en route. My thanks for securing the way. But given the state of the townsfolk, I see we were never in any danger of being recognized.
What can you tell us from here?
I sense a powerful eater in the uppermost reaches of the city.
I really wish it would do the thing, kind of like it did earlier with think it was Y'shtola, I can't remember. But, like, I'd love to see it from her vision where, like, light is pouring out of the top of the city or something like that. I think that would have been cool, like, little thing they could have done.
But there's something different about it. Its light is impure. We need to get closer.
Oh, so that one's Alphino. Well, unless you're triplets.
Oh, it's blue-haired guy.
Kaishir, what are you doing here?
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about. So I accosted him, only to have him call me Alphino. I thought it best to bring him along.
Brutal.
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me.
You're always doing stuff to get yourself into trouble, Kaishir. What is that deal? What is the deal with... just side tangent for them. There's a... I can't remember if it's like a giant space whale or like the planet itself. But if you ever played StarCraft 2, they go to this one planet and there's like... And the crazy guy, who's voiced by the same guy that plays Robin in Teen Titans, he's like... some sort of scientist. I can't remember his name. But anyway, he's always talking about Belshir, so when I hear Kaishir, I always think of that. I know it's such a random tangent, but it's just like, every time I hear it, that's what I think of. My brain just goes there immediately.
After you saved my life in Eulmore, I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave. Not without paying you back. So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things. And whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
That took no small amount of courage. Well done.
I assume you saw what happened here.
Right, so an airship flew in a bit ago, and not long after, Vauthry starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here. Geezer was doing his nut, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
Why? Okay, real talk. I understand they use British voice actors, and I don't know what this particular dialect is called, but you're gonna tell me right now that this random cat dude is speaking like, I don't know, it's like Cockney or whatever. I don't know what you call this, but like, why? You didn't have to do this. Just like, I'll be real, it kind of takes me out of it a little bit, this particular piece of dialogue. They did not need to do this, and I just kind of wish they hadn't. But, you know, hey, what are you gonna do?
'Tis like the airship bore the soldiers sent to thwart our efforts in Armorang.
So eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through.
By the way, they want to say that Urianger is annoying. Urianger is awesome and based. I cannot say the same thing for Kaishir's dialect.
Now that's when everyone went funny. No, everyone but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vauthry after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Newcomers.
There's something I need Reen to see.
By all means.
This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Oh, that's just meal. Eulmore doles the stuff out.
Of course.
It couldn't be.
But it is.
I know what it is. It's Sin Eater. Meal is made out of Sin Eater.
You don't say. I knew it was something like that. I just couldn't think of what.
So it is. In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual. Yet if one were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
That Vauthry wieldeth power over sin-eaters is known. Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence? It would serve to explain why the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meal.
He's been rounding up sin eaters and feeding them to people. Altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back.
Leave it to Eorzea to be very, very upset. Like, I like Eorzea a lot. But every once in a while, she gets a little too uppity. And she just needs to calm down a little bit. You know what I mean? She's like one of those people where they always joke, they go, oh, that guy, he's too uppity. And, like, he gets him... It's like, put it this way. It reminds me of how there'll be a fight with some new dude in Dragon Ball Z, and Goku will go, Vegeta, we gotta think about how we want to do this. He goes, no! And he just, like, charges in and then gets beat up really bad. It's the same sort of thing. I'm like, okay, I understand you're upset, but I need you to calm down. Okay? Same sort of thing.
There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
These Sin Eaters. What if they are not simply rounded up? Do you remember what we were told when first we came to the city? Many enter, but none leave.
So you turn them into Sin Eaters and then you turn them into food? Brutal. Double brutal. I wonder how far off we are from meeting the dwarves. We haven't met them at all yet. I'll bet you that's actually the part we're coming up on.
Let us put an end to it. To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor.
Because something's going to happen where we can't get in there and we're going to need their help or something like that. I mean, it could be post the story, but I don't know.
Vauthry's deeds are beyond justification. Beyond forgiveness. Evil.
Oh, that was great line delivery,
It's highly probable that the Light Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there. And I'm all for going after it. But our enemies know our faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight. Like it or not, the time for stealth is past.
You know, that's a big thing from him coming to say for Thancred, and I realize he's not like a ninja guy anymore. Which, by the way, can we just admire his drip again? Look at that trench coat and those like greaves and the chest plate. It just looks cool. I was telling my friend today, I was telling Maxwell Valerian, of all people, I was telling him today, I was like, dude, is Thancred's, I was like, I need to get a trench coat like Thancred's. He's like, dude, we get a Thancred, he's like, trench coats are so sweet. I'm like, yeah, they are. So, same thing. But for him to say that stealth is past, oh man, that's like an indictment right there in a way. I don't know how you want to put it.
Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
Baby, I was born ready. Let's go. Please, no one spoil it and tell me I have to sneak in somewhere after all or something. Because I straight up don't remember. Alright. Oh, we got a yellow one. Hang on, I want to talk to the fearful man real quick. Well, what's happening? What's wrong with everyone? Let's see. He can't talk to somebody. Alright. Let's do it. Alpha Nod. When we step through the gates, we shall find our place in the hedonistic pleasure we remember, but a battlefield. If you are prepared for this, then let us sally forth. Let's indeed. I'm hyped. I was built. I like a little jog, unopposed up to the door.
I can feel it. A dark presence in my domain. Ah! It's them! The villains who would sow chaos in my perfect paradise! Keep them away from me! I command you! Keep them away!
You know, I was watching a clip of someone doing the raid from Dawn Trail. I might have mentioned this before, I don't think I did. But the announcer is clearly the same voice actor as Vauthry.
Lord Vauthry.
I see he shined up his gunblade again.
He would use his own people as shields.
Well, of course he would.
This area is older than Gatetown. There are bound to be far more civilians under Vauthry's control. But they do not act of their own free will, and we must not harm them.
As if we ever would. Press on with Alphano. We'll hold off the civilians and join you as soon as we can.
Look how sick that sword and thing has. Isn't that cool? Super sick. I like their little, like, thriller sort of, like, zombie thing they got going on there. Alright. Do no more than is necessary just to do the villains. Alright. I'm gonna do an LB then. That's what we're gonna do. Wow, they're gonna hold them here while the others press on. I'm the others, right? Come on, what do you got? Alright, have carry you two, the rest of you with me!
May the 12 guide you.
So who we lose already? Reen and Thancred? Alright. Minimize it on their own, remember, avoid harming them whenever possible. Yep.
I fear.
Nuna and Arjande, would you dare make a stand? I'm like trying to read the dialogue, but I make myself attacked by everything else. Alright, so it's gonna be me and the twins. Rianje and Stola are gonna stay here. Okay. Do I have to finally fight? I finally have to fight the twins with their stupid thing. The little, like, I'm trying to think what they're called. The Jester Bell types. Stand. Okay, so you're gonna stay here now? Is that what we're doing? Alright, so Alice is gonna stay.
Pay me back later.
Alright. The Jester Bells. I was just talking about you guys. There's a good life here, you see. We're not allowed to lose it, but fair is fair. We'll give you a good death. Alright, so they're not, you know, they're not losing their mind for that.
Show's over. I'll break your funny bone.
Stack! Stack! You know what? Don't you know, I happen to be playing the Red Mage. I can do that.
Hello.
Apparently I messed that up.
For you. Over.
She's a ninja. What's the other one?
I'll break your funny bone. You think this is funny?
Oh, so she's a red mage too. Okay. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know why I did that. I did like a charged up hit just to... Get wrecked. Let us climb to the canopy from where we can take the crown. Crown lift? Okay. You regenerating? Not really. Got like a healing spell, I don't know. I think it's just a barrier spell. So leave them to me and press on. Man, okay. Guess it's just gonna be little old me. Little old man with hat. Alright. We've made it. We've made it to the top. Oh, it's Ranjit.
You will find my master in his chamber.
Yep. It's like a Proto Reaper, man. I don't know if the way Reapers play. I still have not unlocked
But
Reaper.
only should you kill me this day. And you will not.
I think you're vastly underestimating me. Why do you go so far? You're one of his puppets too. You know, why do you go so far? Tell me. You seem smart. Is it just blind loyalty or what?
You may think me under his spell, but I uphold Lord Vauthry's ideals of my own volition.
Uh-huh.
Man is an inherently flawed creature. In his vain pursuit of righteousness, he but sows the seeds of future conflict. Thus, have I chosen to place my hopes upon he who has transcended men, upon he who is unbound by the vagaries of conscience.
I feel like vagary should have a U in it, like V-A-U. But, I'm crazy. Doesn't vague have a U in it?
But enough talk. I am a soldier, and you are my enemy. Come, let us settle this once and for all.
Alright, Proto Reaper Man. Proto Reaper Dragon Man. Not afraid of a Proto Reaper Dragon Man. Alright. Am I crazy, or is the circle getting even smaller? As I'd swear it used to be bigger. Oh, I was like, did he just juke that? No way. If it's only to destroy it and destroy you, I will. Well, you know. Not everyone can be right, I guess. Oh, make me have to juke. Oh, is this like the same thing? I did that? Okay, right. Oh! Alright, well, I wasn't ready for that. Over here, I guess? Oh man. I don't know if it's gonna matter at all. Alright, cool. We have a place to be now. You know, actually, hang on. There we go. Man, it is so nice being a red mage. Being able to heal yourself just like any old time is kind of amazing. And now that I know what that other thing does, man, I gotta be using that more often. Oh. Oh, I missed that one. Whoops. There we go. Good thing I can just top this off. I don't know how you would ever run out of magic. You know what I mean? Like, maybe call me crazy. Like, maybe I'm just like, you know, maybe it's just too easy now, I don't know. But I just feel like, you know, it would be really hard for you to run out of mana. Oh. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Oops, cadoodle. If you pass me, you must endure all of them. Larynx, okay. There you go. See, you thought it was gonna be cool, and then it wasn't cool at all, was it? You're like, oh, I got my thing. I'm not, dude, I'm not Thancred. You can't just, like, do that dragon thing. I don't have to do any bamboozling. Not saying Thancred's weak, but he ain't me either. He's like trying really hard to cast that thing up. Alright, let's drop this dude. Perfect. Oh, there you are, my precious girls. He had daughters and they're dead! Spoilers! Sorry, Ranji, my dude.
Oh, are you alright, Tiberius?
Yeah, it turns out he had daughters, as said. The citizens appear to have calmed down for the moment. I can only assume Vauthry is otherwise engaged. Let's get to the upper level while we can. Indeed, let's. We've raffle stomped the man. So now, we must move on. To the giant man. To a bigger man. Ew, I don't know what's on the floor, but I don't like it. Ew. Just like he's in there just like eating a sin eater's just like raw. All the feathers are gone, all the dudes are gone, so I'm assuming...
Lord Vauthry! Your reign of tyranny is at an end!
Somehow I doubt that, Alphino.
For too long you have preyed upon the desperation of the poor. Now you will answer for the suffering you have caused. And if you harbor even a shred of remorse, I beseech you to use your powers to redress the balance for the future of all in Norvrant.
No, it can't be. This is wrong. It's wrong.
That is a gross noise he's making, dude. Sound designer did a great job on that.
The Warden, it's not just a Sin Eater. It's a man.
Just scarfing down Mule. Ugh!
Remorse? For the future of all? What nonsense is this? There is no justice but mine. No future but mine. No will but mine. It is preordained. I was born to deliver this wretched world. Me? Unseated? No. It's impossible. Inconceivable. Absurd. I am a great and wise king. Greatest and wisest. I reign from on high. I will not be brought low by maggots like you! Ah!
Uh-huh. He's a creepy crawly of some kind.
Oh, yes. Of course. I can begin again. Rebuild my paradise. Once I finish my dinner.
He just straight up ate that fork.
No, stop him! Thancred, stop him!
Imagine telling Thancred to stop him. I'm not saying Thancred can't, I'm just saying. Got a little face in his tummy. Those wings are not carrying him anywhere, dude. I don't know why we're pretending that they are. They're not, but we are. I guess we're doing that. I guess we're pretending that.
Where did he go?
Oh, I only vaguely remember this. I remember what it looks like afterwards, but I don't remember like it going to this point.
What in the heavens?
Just a whole mountain just floating in the sky with a halo thing.
Did Vauthry do that?
I think it's pretty clear that he did. He did, in fact, do that. We must give chase. You know, let's just say the obvious, I guess. Saying how we'll get up there, that's quitters talk. We're just gonna get up there.
That is Mount Gulg, the highest peak in Calusia. It lies on the other side of a sheer cliff, and much as I wish it were otherwise, it is beyond our reach for now.
Dude, there's airships in the city right now. You can tell we can't get up there. Come
But
on.
even if it weren't, there are people here who need our help.
Fine.
Oh, Alpha, no.
Please, even if it's only to tend to their wounds.
You're imploring me? I mean, you're like the de facto leader of this group, like 90% of the time. I'm the muscle, you're the leader guy. But you know what? Hey, sure. You're asking me for it, we can stay. We'll beat up, Chunky up there anytime we get a chance. It's fine. I'll help too. You don't need my permission. I'll help too. I want to say you don't need my permission, but it just... I feel like I put him to ease more if I just say, yeah, hey, I'll help. It's cool. I'm Red Mage.
Thank you.
I don't know if it will work, but if Vauthry's hold over the people is rooted in light, I might be able to reverse its effects.
Well, there you go.
Will you let me try?
No. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Of course. We'd be grateful for any help you can provide.
Well then, if it's decided, let's all get to work.
I just want to take a screenshot of that. That was a good shot. Alright, Thancred. Good news, Tiberius. It would seem the rain is indeed able to reverse the effects of Vauthry's influence. Even as we speak, she tends to the afflicted in turn. The problem being, there's no end to them. We're trying to provide what relief we can to those who are in waiting, but would appreciate your help if you're willing. Alright. You're now attuned to the 8th Rite in Eulmore. Fun fact, I already have. Alright, well that's a perfect jumping off point. Now we have to go on the thing. I'm assuming that's when we're going to start talking to, what you call it? We're going to go talk to the gnomes up there, or whatever. Or dwarves? Dwarves. Sorry, wrong thing. Anyway, we're going to get up there, and it's going to be a great time. But that time is next time, and so I have to say, till next time.